Welcome to Building a Successful Xifra Business. In this video, we will cover the following topics: understanding spillover in Xifra, a great strategy for building your binary income, how to build your binary team, how to enroll your prospects and build a big team, the $1 million team building formula, understanding the credibility of Xifra. Understanding spillover in Xifra. It is important to know that you are only binary active once you have a direct sign-up on your left and on your right. When I joined Xifra, I thought that once I bought a package, I would automatically benefit from all the spillover on one leg. Within the first few days, I did receive spillover, but none of that spillover counted towards the binary points on that leg. Only once I became binary active with direct sign-ups on my left and someone on my right did spillover start to count towards the binary points on my one leg. A great strategy for building your binary income. Simply open 2 additional personal positions on the left and right of your main account. Step 1. Log into your main account. Click on Network, then click on Binary. Click on the first available spot on your left, then sign up. For the username, put your username +1 so it is easy to remember. For example, if Claire is my username, I will use Claire1 for my left position. When registering, I put my username number 1, and then for my email, I use Gmail. There is a trade secret for using Gmail. If my email is claire@gmail.com, simply put claire+1@gmail.com. This way you don't need to register another email. Just add +1 or +2 or +3 and so on with your Gmail. Step 2. Pay the BTC for your number 1 left position and then log out. Step 3. Again, log into your main account and repeat the steps above for your right position number 2. Click on the first available spot on your right, then sign up. For the username, put 2 so it is easy to remember. For example, if Claire is my username, I will use Claire2 on my right. Put your username number 2 on your email as claire+2@gmail.com. This way you don't need to register another email. Step 4. Pay the BTC for your number 2 right position, then log out. Then after 15 to 20 minutes, log into your main position and you will see your left 1 and right 2 positions activated with a red color. You are now qualified to earn binary bonuses. From now on, all spillover will count towards the binary points of your main account. How to build your binary team. Here are a few principles I follow when building a binary team. It is important to partner with a team leader in your upline. If the person that signed you up is not a strong team leader, ask him for names of people in your upline until you find a strong leader to partner with. Build only one position, meaning only build the positions under your main account. Spillover is part of the amazing benefit of the Xifra referral system. Therefore, you actually weaken your own business when you open multiple positions. Building only one position will empower you to maximize spillover for your team members in your downline. Only build your outside legs. Never sign someone up on the inside leg of one of your sign-ups. This will cause your new sign-up to never again receive spillover from your building efforts. Always sign someone up either left or right of your main position. Keep your legs balanced. Compare the binary volume on your left leg and right leg. Sign people up on the side with the lowest volume. This will ensure the highest binary income for you. If you are fortunate to get a strong builder on one of your 2 legs, you might then only have to continue to build the other weaker leg. How to enroll your prospects and build a big team. To build a strong binary takes a lot of work, discipline, and perseverance. Most builders will start making a good living income from their binary after 6 months of hard work. If you take your Xifra business seriously from the beginning, it will reward you in the future. Here is a simple strategy to follow to build your binary. Phone 2 people daily. Every weekend, update your prospect list with at least 10 new prospects to phone over the coming week. Try to phone to the list quickly in order to set up Zoom presentation meetings with prospects. Get at least 5 people every week in front of a Zoom presentation. Ask your team leader to do the Zoom presentations. In that way, they are presenting Xifra, and you can support your prospect to set up their account and get going with their Xifra business. Follow up with your prospects. Once they signed up and funded their account, call them to congratulate them. Set up a training Zoom to further help them build their business. Again, approach your upline to facilitate the training Zoom. As more and more people sign up in your Xifra business, follow up on all your prospects. Encourage them to get binary active and to talk to 2 people every day. When I identify motivated builders, I make sure to meet with them and train them in this team building business. The $1 million team building formula. Phone 2 people daily, Zoom 1 to 2 people daily, train at least 1 builder every week. Statistically, with this formula, 3 prospects will sign up per week. 1 will build, which will result in 52 builders per year. Once you reach 100 builders, 50 left and 50 right, you will earn an approximate of $1 million per year. Understanding the credibility of Xifra. Many of your prospects will be excited about the income potential of Xifra, but they will question the credibility of the business. It is therefore important that you know about the business in order to answer questions. The Xifra Group owns several companies such as a crypto pool service, hemp farming, health products, real estate, and the Decentra University. Xifra had a turnover of $1.2 billion in 2020 and 2021. Xifra is rated as a AAA company by Business for Home, which means it has been independently audited. Xifra has more than 250 full-time employees. The trading team consists of 84 traders, including 5 master traders. Many delegates from all over the world have come to the trading offices to inspect the operations and verify the trading results. The CEO, Jonathan Cifuentes, comes out of a MLM family where his dad earned the top third spot in Herbalife. His dad was coached by John Maxwell. John Maxwell now coaches Jonathan and the Xifra team. Currently, John Maxwell is coaching 10 people, of which 9 are billionaires. Jim Harstad is the VP of Sales. Jim was top management of Amway for 28 years and a double diamond for 14 years. Jim is regarded as one of the world's top MLM managers and is respected worldwide. The returns Xifra offers are typical for the industry. You are paid 0.5% per day until your money doubles. You earn 5.5% per month profit and 5.5% per month capital. After 8.5 months, you already have your initial capital back with the second half to follow. Per annum, that means you earn 60+% per year. In 2020 and 2021, 70% of the business came from Mexico and 30% from Latin America. This means this company works very well in third world nations. 3 of the top 4 income earners in the world are from Xifra. 2 are earning $1 million per month, and the top earner is earning $5 million per month. We are ahead of the wave because on January 1st, 2022, Xifra opened into Asia, Africa, and Europe. That is all for now. Get binary active as soon as you can and start calling 2 people per day. The number of people on your phone list is the only factor you can control, because the more people you bring into your sales funnel, the quicker your Xifra business will grow and the quicker you will reach your Xifra business goals. Do not hesitate to call if you need help. Remember that there is a Zoom presentation every day at noon and 7 p.m. South African time. There will also be Zoom links posted in the description. Together we can build an amazing business. Thank you for your time.
Hello, thank you for coming to see my YouTube video here about how the compensation plan works for Xifra. My name is Mark, and I'm also going to talk to you about how you can use our leads to build your Xifra business if you choose to join our team. Now, a little bit about myself. My name is Mark. I used to be an owner of a very successful call center with some partners. And in order to be successful with the call center, you have to have data. And we spent hundreds of thousands of dollars to be able to get the right data for our call center, either to call out outbound, inbound, email marketing, text, using a texting platform. It's all about having the right data. What I'm going to talk to you about is how to get the right data so that way you can generate leads for your Xifra business. All right. A lot of people are going to be talking to you about the compensation plan, getting started with Xifra, but in order to be successful, you have to have some kind of leads or data sources to be able to drive people to your product or services. Now, what I'm going to do is outline to you exactly step by step by pulling back the curtain to show you the methods that we use to drive traffic to our sales funnel systems. Over the years, I've had many CEOs, executives come to our company and ask us to market their particular product or services, but we usually turn them down. It's like a perfect storm. We have gas prices going up, we have food prices going up, we have the dollar being devalued, we have inflation rising like back in the early 70s, but this is just the beginning. Things are really going to start hyperinflating, and we know that. In order for the little guy to be able to sustain and live in that kind of hyperinflation that's coming, you got to have something other than a dollar, and that's going to be cryptocurrency. So with this opportunity, it allows you to get Bitcoin to hedge against inflation, which is so important. All right. Not only that, they have over 250,000 people in a third world country that have already proven this product and service works and done over $1.4 billion in sales in 2 years. Now it's hitting our shores here in the United States, and we see this great opportunity to get on board. But again, you got to have a lead mechanism system to be able to funnel people through your system. And that's what I'm going to talk to you and outline to you exactly the funnel system that we use, but also the data that we're going to give you access if we choose to have you on our team, so that way you can build your Xifra business. So let's take a look exactly behind the curtain and show you how we're going to generate leads for your particular business here. Now, one of the systems that we utilize is text marketing. Text marketing is very effective, but in order for you to be able to do text marketing, you got to make sure you're texting to phone numbers that are not to call lists. We have numbers that are not on the do call list that we're allowed to able to send texts to, and you're going to get access to that platform. This is our own in-house platform that we utilize to send texts to. So we're going to send them a message about this opportunity. When they click it, it's going to go to our sales funnel, and in the sales funnel, it's going to do all the telling and selling for us, and they're going to come in. So we may send 100, 200, 300, 500, 1,000 texts, and while you're working or doing the things you're doing, those texts are going to be going out on your behalf. Now, for those of you that don't want to go tell your family, friends, etc., maybe you've done so many business they don't want to hear another one from you. This is perfect for you because you can send a handful of texts out to a database that we provide you, good phone numbers, and then when they get that on their cell phone, they click the button, it's going to take them to the sales funnel. Does that make sense? The second opportunity is our email server. We have our own in-house email server that sends emails to targeted niches that we want to go after. Uh, Over the years, we spent money trying to develop an email marketing campaigns, but a lot of the emails that you send out, they go into junk mail, they go into spam, they never get in the inbox. You understand? And so we have our own email server that's dedicated that allows us to send targeted messages to about our product and services to particular companies in our databases. And by you coming on board, we're going to give you access to our email server so you too can send targeted emails to drive them into a Xifra business opportunity. So while you're out there working, you're doing the things you do every day, the heavy lifting is going to be doing by the email server that we provide. This isn't like sending emails from Google. This isn't like sending emails from Hotmail. Those are all going to go into spam folders if you send them from there. This is a dedicated email server that gets emails into the e-box. There's a lot of y'all that right now that that are looking at this particular video know exactly what I'm talking about. Y'all received texts from us, you received an email from us, and now you've gone through the sales funnel and you're watching this video. So some of y'all have experienced exactly getting the texts in the emails in your email box and running you through the sales funnel. The only difference is that we have the data that's going to be able to use to help you with your texting in your email platform. So here's a copy of an email. Say we send a business an email about Xifra. This is like a first email exactly of mine that I sent out. It has my phone number. There's a picture. You want to build that personal relationship with that person. Remember, when you send an email to a business that's a targeted niche, uh, not every time they're going to, click on the email on the first email they receive, maybe the second or third, but at the fourth, fifth, or sixth touches, they click that link that says click here, and that's going to drive them to your sales funnel where they're going to want to contact you, get more information about this opportunity. So if you're sending 100 or 300 or 500 or 1,000 emails per day to a particular list, the system is weeding out the people who are not serious from the people who are curious enough to get more information, so that way they can contact you to join the Xifra business. Does that make sense? So we have these tools that are allowing you to send texts and to send emails to start building a business on your behalf. Now, as I said earlier, we used to own a very successful telemarketing agency. And the only way you can have a successful telemarketing agency is you got to have good data. Okay, it's all about data, folks. You can have a list of phone numbers, you can have a list of emails, but if the data is no good, you're going to go broke. All right. So what you got to do is we have our own in-house data company that we provide corporations and companies list of targeted phone numbers for a particular niche or service they want to market to, or email addresses. So the phone numbers that we target and we're able to obtain in any kind of niche are telephone numbers that are not on the do not call list. So they're going to be good, up to date phone numbers. And they're also going to get good, up to date email addresses so that way you can send an email into that inbox and market to. Now, if you join our team, we're going to give you access to this system. Now, here's the data points that we're able to pull since we are a data provider services, our own in-house data provider service company. We can pull information on U.S. consumers. We can pull data on people with certain ailments that they may have. We can pull data on existing businesses throughout the world in the United States. We can pull data on particular people that have particular cars, auto database on any kind of car, a driver, how many years they've owned it, maybe less years they've owned it. And also we're going to be able to pull the cell phone data on that particular, that particular avatar of a person that we're trying to target, right? We can also pull data from consumers in Canada. We can pull data from people who just happen to buy a resident. They're brand new to a residency, and we can pull that data on that particular person. We've got all the Canadian businesses that we can pull. We can pull data on people that own motorcycles, also business executives. We can get their information, and also property owners. So we have a smorgasbord of different data points that we can pull to make sure we're getting good data when we send that text or send that email out, that this person is going to have a good opportunity to qualify for the opportunity that we're trying to put them in front of. Does that make sense? Now here's a look at the data points that we're able to do. If we're going to pull cell phone numbers on a particular customer, we can pull it by a certain geographic area. If you want Texas, you want California, you want Florida, you want New York, you want Colorado, we can pull that data for that particular region or geographic area. We can pull based on their buying habits. I mean, you may say, I'm only want phone numbers from somebody that buys XYZ product. We can pull based on their credit. I mean, do they have a 400 credit score or they got a 700 credit score? I mean, if we're going to send emails out and text messages out, surely we don't want to send out a text message to somebody who's got a 400 credit score, right? Because he won't be able to have the money to join the program. We're looking for people with a certain credit score that we know that one, they may have a credit card, but they have a good credit rating. So that way, if they see the opportunity, they like it, then they have the means to be able to jump in and get started. All right. And we can also pull based on the credit cards, how many credit cards they have. Do you want somebody with no credit cards? Do you want somebody with 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 credit cards? I mean, if you're going to send a text to somebody or an email and they have no credit cards, how are they going to join the program, right? I mean, we must be smart and very targeted on the person we're looking for. Uh, we can also target them if do they own a home? Do they have a mortgage on a certain dollar amount? We can do it based on their occupation. We can do it based on the interests that they have. So we can target an individual and get a very specific person that we're looking for with the means to be able to join the program, the person that you want to target that has certain interests, etc., that you know that if you can get this opportunity in that particular person, there's a likelihood he could click your link and go to your marketing system. So this is a little different, all right? What we do is you got to have data. Without data, good data, you're going to go broke, all right? So with our system, we're going to allow you to utilize our data system uh, that we provide to companies to help you grow your Xifra business. In there, we can pull targeted by the range of their credit. Okay, we can target individuals by their credit rating, what kind of credit score, active lines of credit range, and their credit card types. These are very good data points that you want to utilize when you're pulling that kind of data to get cell phone numbers. So that way, when you're sending out that text message or you're sending out that email, that person has the means to join the opportunity that we're presenting. Now, as I said, we provide data to companies and corporations that are looking for particular products and services to sell. And we would provide this data so that way they can target based on what they're trying to market on there. That's why us looking at Xifra, we can use our tools that we have. We can use a texting platform. We can use the email platform coupled with the data that we can provide so that way you're getting good, accurate data into the system so that we can convert into people that want to join the Xifra program. Now, here's another example. It's very targeted. We have customers that want to get data geo-targeted for people right where they live and work at. Okay, so you're going to be able to pull data if you choose. You instead of doing a more of a broader search in the city, maybe you want to target a specific area that you like, and we can go in there and really drill down and pull the phone numbers for the people within a certain mile radius. Maybe you want phone numbers within a half a mile radius where you live, or you want it from a mile radius where you live. Because we have people that'll say, send a text like, "Hey, how you doing? My name is John. I live right here in the area with you. I'm looking for just 5 people to see if they're interested in making some extra money from home. I'd like to share my business opportunity with you. If you'd be open to that, just click my link and I can share what I'm doing right here in your area," right? And then people click that link. You're saying, "I live right by you." They go to your sales funnel. They can see the opportunity. Does that make sense? And a lot of y'all, like I said earlier, starting out, you're going through this funnel. You've received that text message on your phone. You received that email that you've been getting, email 1, email 2, email 3, email 4 in your inbox. And finally, you click the link and you drove to our sales funnel. And now you are personally going through the funnel system that we have designed. All right. And so you're getting firsthand impressions of the system and how the sales funnel works, etc. So it's all about data, guys. If you don't want to go talk to your family, friends, and like I said, again, a lot of you already burned those roads, right? So you got to have a way to generate leads so that way we can drive them into this opportunity. Because you can have the greatest opportunity, all right? But if you don't have nobody to talk to or nobody to share this great opportunity, you're not going to make a penny. But if you have a system while you're working, while you're sleeping, sending texts, sending emails to hundreds of people a day on your behalf, and it's going to get the person to raise his hand and click your link and drive them into your opportunity, then you're going to start seeing sales happen. Then you're going to start seeing things multiply based on those efforts that you're doing. Okay, now here's an example of us doing a really geo-targeted area. You may live in a certain area of the city and you can say, look, here's the address that I want, XYZ, and I want within about a half a mile radius of this little circle. And what we can do is we can pick pockets that you want to target in your area, and we can extract those phone numbers of people that meet the certain criteria. One, you might have said, I want somebody with 2 credit cards. I want somebody with a 620 credit score or more. And I want people that are driving, I don't know, maybe they're driving Hondas, or etc. You want a person with a Honda Prius or something. And then we'll go in there and pull that data and say, okay, here within this area, you have this many people that meet that qualification, and then you'll get that phone number for those particular people. Okay? And that's if you want to do a very targeted. But like I said earlier, what you want to do with that mostly is say, hey, my name is John. I have a business. I'm looking for partners to partner with in my area. I live right here down this road. And if you're interested, please click the link. I'd like to show you a great opportunity. I'm looking for 5 people to work with, and I look forward to hopefully meet you soon. And people click that link, it goes to your website because your neighbor is something that y'all have in common close by. And people say, look, that, I live right here. I know exactly what they're talking about. Let me see what this person's talking about. They click the link, you drive them into your sales funnel. Does that make sense? That's if you're going to do a very targeted area and you're starting to build out your area where you live at. Okay, here's an example of once we go. Let's say we're in that little circle, and it came back, and it'll come back to us and say our data points will come and say, with that little circle radius, there are 93 phone numbers that meet that criteria with the data points that you asked to be extracted. And then we will give you those phone numbers. We can load them into the texting platform, and we can send that text on your behalf. Now, we won't just send all 93 at one time. What we'll do is probably put it on like a little drip process, so many texts every minute, every 5 minutes, etc. And then that way they're coming in slowly, so that way it's got to look natural when we do the texting. Okay, but this is the data. Now, one thing I want to say, a lot of companies like roofers, contractors, security companies that sell like security system, what is it, ADT, uh, insurance companies. They want data. They come to us and say, hey, can you provide us leads and data? Because they know the data that we have is some of the best and it's very accurate uh, data that they get. Okay. Remember, a lot of people try to sell phone numbers to do texting, but the numbers are crap, folks. You can go buy some phone numbers, but if you're getting crappy phone numbers, you're gonna make crap. You're not gonna make any money. But if you're getting real good data with data that supports the backing of why you're calling that number because they meet these criterias. When you get that person, you know it's very qualified. All right. And that's what separates what we're doing for our team is we're giving you access to a data system that we own, our own in-house data, so that way you can use it to build your Xifra business. Okay, you're going to get the texting, you're going to get the emails, you're going to get the phone numbers to utilize to send this information. So we're going to well, actually not quick start, we're going to jumpstart your business because you're going to be able to utilize these data points. Okay, here's an example of us being able to get emails for particular niches. Okay, what I tell people is that whatever kind of industry you come from, if you used to be a hairstylist, well, then you want emails from salons. If you used to be uh, contractor, then you want emails from contractors. If you used to be a trainer that worked people out in the gyms, then you want emails from gyms. If you used to be a individual who worked in hospitals, then we want a medical type of lead. So we're going to pull emails for those particular businesses and niches that relate to you. So that way, when you're sending people emails, it's targeted to somebody that you know they're the same like as you. They have the same interests. So that way, when you talk to them, you can say, "Look, I used to be a hairstylist. I used to be a contractor. I used to be a trainer, but now I'm doing this." And they're going to say, "Well, look, if you're doing that, you've got something in common on there." So we can pull the names of those businesses, upload them to our email server, send them an email from you on a continual basis. And when they click that link, it's going to go to a sales funnel. They're going to see a picture of you, etc., and they're going to start building that relationship so that way they can come on board. So we're able to pull any kind of niche that you can think of. This is just a small sample, but we can pull any kind of niche and we can get that targeted data in their email addresses so that we're hitting the right person. And all we need to do is wait for them to click the link and the process starts. Now, here's the best thing of all. We can get that data, all the emails, contact information for all the different niches I just told you in any country in the world. I don't care if you want leads for any kind of niche in Australia, we got you covered. I don't care if you want leads in any kind of niche in Canada, we got you covered. Heck, I don't even care if you want leads in Mexico or South America. We got you covered. I don't care if you want leads in Europe. We got you covered. Africa, we got you covered. We can pull leads for any business niche in any parts of the country. Now, what's so excited, and I hope your head is spinning because Xifra is global now, folks. All right, it started in South America. We just worked our way into the United States. We're opening up in Australia, Europe, etc. And so we can provide leads for you to send emails to all these businesses to start your little marketing in that area. So that way you're not just focusing local geographically, but now you're building your Z for business on a global scale because it's global. So we're looking for real team players that want to take their Z for business to the next level. Now I know you're out there looking and you're watching videos about Xifra. What you're looking for is the right team to join and get on. When you come on our team, we're going to provide our team members access to this data so that way you can send the texts and send the emails. It's very, very important. Okay. Now here's a picture of my sponsor, Steve. I've known Steve for many years. Him and his wife, they built the best sales funnels. Steve and his wife, they know how to create a really high converting sales funnel. And so when you come on board, we give you, through Steve and his wife, that build the sales funnel as being my personal sponsor, you're going to get the sales funnel absolutely free. And then we're going to give you access to our data that we provide to corporations, but you're going to get it to use to build this Xifra business. So that way you can get phone numbers and email address. So that way you're utilizing the text marketing platform and utilizing the email server, dedicated server that we have. It's so important that you understand this is a dedicated server that sends thousands of emails out on a daily basis that you're going to have access to that get into the inbox. Okay? And so, as long as they're going to the inbox, we know our numbers, how long it's going to take for them to start clicking on that link so that way we can convert them into prospects that are going to join our program. So, when you come on board, you're going to get the marketing funnel and you're going to get access to our tools to help you with your business. All right. So you have no excuse. You have no excuse because you're going to have leads. You're going to have a texting platform. You're going to have an email platform. You got a high converting sales funnel system, personally from my personal enrolled sponsor, Steve, that is created to utilize. You have all the things covered. One thing I want to say is this, is that you can have the most beautiful, high converting sales funnel. But if you don't have data or leads that's going to it or referring, making videos on the internet or driving people to it, you're not going to make any money. Okay. A website just doesn't make money. You have to drive traffic. And by us driving texts and email, we're driving that traffic to get people to opt in to go into the sales funnel. And then the sales funnel starts doing what it's designed to do the telling and selling for you, to get the person to pick up the phone and say, hey, I'm click this button right here and I want to purchase my license. I'm ready to come on board. I want to do a 1,000. I want to do a 3,000. I want to do a $10,000 package to come on board to Xifra. Does that make sense? All right, folks, let's wrap this up because I want to say thank you. And I'm looking just for a handful of people that want to join and become leaders with us in this opportunity at Xifra. You're going to be able to utilize our lead systems, our data that we provide for companies to build your Xifra business. And hopefully we talk, give me a call. My number's at the bottom of this link. That's my office number. You can call me and we can talk personally.